Hello everyone, this is Jenny with craftingwithjenny.com. Thank you so much for joining me today. So today I have another fun project for you. It's this mini wine bottle holder. Now I made this for a gift, and I know there's quite a few of these tutorials on YouTube, but I wanted to highlight this brand new stamp set, which is called Tuscan Vineyard. Oh my goodness, I love this set so much. You're probably going to be seeing a lot more of projects made with this one because I really do love it. You're also, to make this project, you're also going to need the stamp set from the Watercolor Wishes kit, the card kit. I know most of you have gotten that card kit. If not, here's another reason to get this amazing card kit. The Watercolor Wishes is a card kit that comes with everything. All you need to do is add glue and have a pair of scissors, and you have 20 individual cards and all these great this great stamp set that goes with it. And we're going to be using one of these stamps to make the greeting. So let me set those aside. So let me give you a little bit closer look at what we have going on here. Now, since I live in California, I really love this set. I have a lot of wino friends, so this was actually made for one of them. So I'm going to go ahead and put this aside, and we're going to get started. So all the dimensions and all the supplies that you're going to need to make this project are going to be listed on my blog at craftingwithjenny.com. So I'm going to go ahead and say dimensions and score here and there, whatever. Don't worry about writing it down. It's all going to be on the blog post if you click on the link below this video. And make sure, if you're not already subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I thank you kindly for that. Okay, you're going to start with a 7 1/8 square piece of crumb cake. Before we get anything scored and ready to go, we're going to bring in our crumb cake ink. We are going to bring in our cork stamp, and we're going to just go ahead and add some interest to this. So I'm going to start a little bit off the paper, and I'm just kind of going to build a crisscross kind of pattern. And you want to be sure that all your stamps are going in, top to bottom, and that you also have some going off the page. And then you're just going to come in and do some more. Now, it might be a good idea to put a mat underneath your stamping. I was so excited to bring this project to you that I didn't even grab anything to stamp on, so we'll just run with it. Alright, and we're going to do the same thing over here. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. You're just going to put some stuff down on here. And you can use whatever stamp in this, whatever stamp you want in this stamp set, because all of them are going to look super awesome. So, okay, let's get rid of that ink because we won't need it anymore. All right, you're going to bring in your scoreboard. I'll make sure you guys can see that. Okay, and let me bring my measurements in so I remember here. Okay, so with the images that you want facing up, you're going to score at 1 1/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you're going to want 1 1/8. Then you're going to want 2 1/4. Oops. 2 1/4. Then you're going to want 3 3/8. Then you're going to want 4.5. Then you're going to want 5 5/8 and 6 3/4. All right, then you're going to rotate 90 degrees and you're going to score it 1 3/8 and then 5 5/8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. So that's perfect. Now, in case you can't really see that, I went ahead and made a template. So you're going to have all your score marks on there, and then you're on the end that has the skinny score, you're going to want to make some cutting there. So I'm going to bring in my paper snips. I'm going to cut up, because we're going to cut those off. And it's up to you. You can cut it straight across. Just cut that. Just like that. Get rid of that. And just like that. Or you can cut it diagonal like I did here. Okay. All right. Then you are going to, let's go ahead and crisp up these lines first before we do any more cutting. So bring that bone folder in. Now, I've heard some of the people that have been giving this tutorial on YouTube have said that this box will also fit some of the containers from Bath and Body Works. I think the spray, the body sprays or something like that. So at least this tutorial, you can have a couple uses for it. I haven't tried it yet, so you're on your own with that, but I think I'm gonna have to give that a go. Okay, so what we are going to do next, we are going to bring in our gift bag punch board. Now I know that yours is probably in your closet because I had to look for mine as well. I haven't used it in a while and I was kind of bummed. So I was like, oh, I'm so excited I get to use it for this one. So we're going to start. You're going to line up your paper on that score mark. So you see it's going to be lined up here and all the way in the back, and you're going to give it a punch. Okay, then you're going to move it over, line up with that next score mark, and give it a punch. And you're probably going to use some elbow grease with these because you're going through some pretty heavy cardstock. So just bear with me as I'm going ahead and getting these all punched out for you. It's kind of easier to do it with two hands once you got that. Okay, and then this last one, you're going to line up on that line and give it another punch. Okay? All right. Now, we're going to flip it around and do it again. So get those lined up. Oops. Didn't punch that one all the way through, so I had to do it again. All right. Okay, let's line that one up, do that one, and let's do this one as well. Okie dokie. All right, so we'll set that one aside. Now, what you're gonna want to do is one of these is going to be the bottom, and one of these is going to be the top. So this is going to be the bottom, but you know what? Let's bring in our, now you can use your fast fuse or your tear and tape for this. For this one I'm going to use the tear and tape because it's actually perfect for the width of the score mark that I've made. So just going to go like that. Alright, and I'm going to pull this off. I don't have any nails, so trying to get these things off sometimes it's hard. You could always bring your scissors in. Alright, and you're just going to fold that over. So that's going to be the back of your box. And then this is straight up, so this is going to be the bottom. So what you're going to want to do is I'm going to go ahead and put my bottle in so it holds the shape that I want. I'm going to lay that down. I'm going to bring in my 1 3/4 punch, 1 3/4 punch, and a piece of crumb cake, and this is going to be my bottom. So what you're going to do is actually, I'm going to go from wherever the back is, and I'm going to fold these over kind of in a rose pattern, and then I'm going to set that down there for like so, and I'm going to bring in my piece here and some Tombow, and I'm going to stick this on with some Tombow glue, that way I can get it centered. Oops. Okay. And I'm gonna, oops, I gotta keep on moving it around. Okay, and then I'm just gonna hold that down a minute, let that glue take form. Alright, while I'm waiting for that, we're gonna get our ribbon ready. So the ribbon that I'm using today is our 5/8 burlap ribbon, which I really, really love. So what you're going to want to do, you're going to want to cut 24 inches. Just give yourself enough ribbon. And then what you're going to do, I actually have a piece here. You're actually going to cut some off of it. So this one is the the one that I used to make this one. So what you're going to do, bring in those scissors, and there's going to be, I think it's 9 of the threads across. You're going to cut that, you're going to cut 3 off because that's what you're going to use. So I'll bring my scissors in, and I'm just going to cut that stitching. Now you can use 2 if you want. It's a little bit easier to get through the punched holes that you're going to make because I'm using the 1/8 punch. But if you're going to be using a more forgiving ribbon, you can use some of the thicker ribbons. I've seen people use use lace or whatnot, but their hole punch is a little bit bigger. So, you know, you could use whatever you want. This project is perfect for creativity, and I can't wait. I have a class that I'm going to be doing that will be a majority for my really good friends, and it's Girls Night Out, that's what it's called, or Girls Night In, should I say. And I get my best girlfriends together, and we have some wine and, you know, some sweets, and we make some stuff, and, you know, it's just the greatest thing. I think that's why I love being a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator so much, because I've made so many new friends and so many people that are just like me who love to make stuff, but also people that love to make stuff with other people, and I think that's really what Stampin' Up! Is all about. So as you can see, so if I had the full length of ribbon, of course I would have had 3 of these, but for now I just have 2 since I've already used them. So I'm going to set one of those aside. Alright, now I'm going to take this bottle out for now, and you'll see that's how it is on the bottom. Okay, and you're going to want to bring in that hole punch, and as I said, there's one in the Stampin' Up! Catalog. That's the an 1/8 of an inch, and that's what you're going to want to use. So I try to go in and go down about that far, and I kind of try to get 2 at a time. Try to keep it in the middle at the same level. And you know what? It's not going to matter if it's off a little bit, so just eyeball it. I'm going to be so excited about this project that it's not going to matter much. Alright, and I did something funny on this one, so I'm just going to cut that off with my scissors. Okay, so at this point, you want to go ahead and put your bottle in. Now, one thing I will note that is, if you're in the US, there's actually 2 different sizes of bottles. If you get the ones in the plastic bottles, they're going to be a little bit shorter than the ones in the glass bottles, which is the ones that I'm using today. This box will work on both of them, so it'll just be a little bit shorter here, but it will look just as cute, so don't worry. Alright, so I'm going to find the back of my box, and that's here. So I'm going to want my bow up here. So I'm going to always go in from the front. So if you can see this, I'm going to get all those in the front. Let me give it a little bit of a spin. Alright. And I'm going to do my best to keep this ribbon from turning. So I'm going to go in the front again, because you want it to be completely uniform. So if you're going to do the in and out, you know, in the front, in the back of the other, or if I said that right, just keep it consistent, whatever you want to do. Because see how that is now? I'm always going in the front, and you'll see it looks more uniform, I think. So I'm going to just keep that going. I think this is the hardest part of this super cute project. And this is where I say it is easier to get the 2 in there. But I liked the way 3 of them looked, so that's why I'm fussing with it a little bit more than I normally would. Now again, if you have any questions on the project or the products I'm using in today's project, feel free to visit me at craftingwithjenny.com. If you don't already have a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, I would love the opportunity to earn your business. I really If you haven't already subscribed to my blog or my YouTube channel, you're going to want to go ahead and do that, because I offer a lot of great things for my customers. So, all right, so you'll see I went through the front, and so it looks pretty uniform. So now I'm going to go ahead and give this, I'm going to tie it up. This part doesn't matter because I'll show you what we're going to do. And you go as big as you want with this. And then I cut off a little bit, and then I separate these. So that's kind of why I said I prefer to use 3. If I had used a little bit bigger punch, hole punch, to make my holes to thread the ribbon through, I would have used more layers. So as you can see, just like that, how cute is that? I mean, even just like that, you could totally give this away or put a little tag on it. Super cute. So many options, but I'm going to show you what I did today. So I'm going to set that aside and clean off my area here. Okay, so you're going to want to bring in your rich raspberry. I tried to stick with whiny kind of colors. Whiny kind of colors. That's pretty funny. So I wanted to be sure that it kind of went all together. You're going to bring in a piece of very vanilla, because I thought that looked the best with it. Now you're going to bring in one of the stamps from the Watercolor Wishes, and it says, "Here's to you." How perfect is that? I was like, I have to use that on this wine bottle. So you're going to want to ink that one up in the rich raspberry. Give yourself some space because you're going to be punching this out. Hold it down, because it is a photopolymer stamp. All right, then you can go ahead and get rid of that. You are going to bring back in that 1 3/4 punch. And you want to kind of do it towards or you want to punch it kind of at the top. So there you go. So that's perfect. Let's set that aside. Then we're going to turn that piece of paper around. We're going to bring in that cute little stamp. And first we're going to ink it up in Old Olive, because everybody knows that's my most favorite green. Although with the new Emerald Envy, it is kind of getting a run for its money. So, all right, what I'm going to do, I'm going to ink this up in the lighter color, in the Old Olive, and then I'm going to bring my rich raspberry pen in, my Stampin' Write marker, and where those grapes are, I'm just going to color them in. I just want to give them a hint of difference. And don't worry, this isn't going to ruin your marker or anything. That's why we went with the lighter color first. All right, give a little breath on it, like that, just to keep the ink moist. And then stamp down, and just like that. So I'll give you a close-up so you can have a look. So see, the grapes are purple, but that's the only thing. I thought that was super cute. So totally worth it. You don't have to do that, as I said, but you know, it's kind of fun. Okay, so you're going to bring in your 1-inch circle punch, and you're going to punch it out. Just like that. Okay, now for the layers, because as you see here, we got some rich raspberry layers. So I've already cut them out, but they are two of the circles from the Layering Circles Framelit collection. And I will put the actual dimensions on this blog post so you know which ones to use. I'd show you the whole collection, but I've been using it so much that all the circles are in different places, and I wanted to get this video out to you. So I'll put those dimensions in the blog post. Okay, now you can use your snail or your Tombow. I prefer Tombow for this, so that's what I'm gonna do. Put a little bit of glue on that. That way I can get my circles just right. I don't know, my layers have to be as close to eye-pleasing as I possibly can get them. So that's why I prefer to use the Tombow on these, especially if there's just a little bit of border. Just a little hint from me. Oops. All right, and gotta move that over a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Okay, so press that down. Close up that glue, because what you're gonna do now is you're gonna bring in those dimensionals. I gotta unbury my dimensionals, so here they are. All right, and what you're gonna do is you're actually gonna layer these kind of off center, or kind of on top of, but so I want a dimensional in this corner here. Just like that. So I'm gonna lift it up and so I can see it, and kind of just like that. So when I take it to my bottle, it's gonna sit like this. So I'm just gonna put dimensionals here and here. So let's do that. So there and there. Let's pull these off. All right, and kind of put it where you like it the best. I kind of like this one up more, just so that you can see those super cute cork stamps. And there you go. How cute is this project? I hope you really enjoy it. I hope you go ahead and order this lovely stamp set, the Tuscan Vineyard, because I'm going to be doing a lot more projects with this one. I'm going to make a few cards, and you'll want to have it on hand so that you can make those cards with me. Again, if you don't have the Watercolor Wishes stamp set, make sure that you get this super fun kit, the Watercolor Wishes kit. It's still available. I know it was available last year, but they carried it over because it was so popular. It really is a great, easy, fun kit. So if you're not sure you want to jump into making something like this, get that Watercolor Wishes kit. You'll be happy you did. If you have any questions on the products that I used today, feel free to visit the blog post that's going to be linked in the description below. And you can go ahead and leave a comment, and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. If not, you can go ahead and send me an email at craftingwithjenny@gmail.com, or you can hit the link in the upper right hand corner that says contact me, and send me a contact request through there, and I'd be more than happy to answer any questions that you have. Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this project. Take care. Bye-bye.